If you have a pile of short scrap 2x4s, don't throw them in the burn pile yet. With a little paint and creativity, you can turn these into one of my favorite smalls that sells. And the best part, of course, when you use scrap wood, the cost is next to nothing. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to cut it, paint it, assemble it, plus a few small details that you don't wanna leave out. These are the sizes that most people toss aside. It's perfect for projects like this. You don't always need to have premium wood to make something that sells. So I'm just gonna dig through here. You always wanna make sure you cut off the end so you get a nice, clean, fresh, straight end. Now the 3-inch pieces, that is getting kind of short. So if you're not comfortable cutting a short piece like that, because it can be kind of hard to hold sometimes, cut that off of a long board. So this one's 9.5 inches. If you want to, you can flip it around and cut that 3-inch piece just so you have more to hold on to while you cut. So I will mark and measure at 3 inches. And then actually that 3-inch piece, normally I hold on to my keep piece, but the 3-inch piece is the keep piece. It's going to be on the waist side. And then that allows me to hold on to the end of the board with more material. Next, I'm going to sand these pieces, and since they've been outside on the job site, I picked them up, my neighbor's building a barn, there's some dirt on them. So they definitely need to be sanded, kind of clean them up before I paint them. I'm also going to round off all of these sharp edges and just kind of give it a more softened look. Before I paint, I'm going to put together the 2 little blue blocks. They'd just be easier to do that now. Just use some screws to put them together, or small nails, whatever you have. Glue wouldn't be necessary. It's not like we need this to be strong. I'm gonna use some 2-inch long GRK trim head screws. Let me get these started. So you want to hold them tight so you keep those edges lined up. So the first piece I'm going to color is blue. This blue is called a Chinese porcelain. And we would need to do all of the edges on this one. I'm going to paint the end grain so that both end grain sides are sealed. Try to get your brush in between those boards a little bit, so if it does shrink up, I just see blue. This red is called Forbidden Red. Once the paint has dried, I'm gonna give it a little bit of distressing. And distressing really gives it a nice look. Instead of being a plain bold color, just adding some softness to it really goes a long way. So I wouldn't skip this step. And you can use a piece of hand sandpaper. I just use an orbital sander because it's much faster. But for the most part, I kind of just hit those places where there would naturally be wear. So that would be the corners and edges. That's what that looks like. Now to assemble this, there's different ways you can assemble this, I'm sure. I'm going to use a 15 gauge air nailer. You can use regular screws, but I just find this to be a lot faster. So I'm actually gonna start with the blue part and the red part. Now this is going to be, you want to scoot this to the front there so that this is flush, okay? But we're gonna go upside down here. And I'm also gonna be using some glue. I'm gonna use Gorilla Glue Max Strength Construction Adhesive. I use this all the time for lots of things, but it's just to help hold it better. The nails do hold, but this will hold it even more. All right, so I have the blue and that long red one. I'm just gonna get these lined up here and see what this looks like. I always assemble from the bottom or the back if I can to hide any screws or nails at the top. So I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna go ahead and put these together. And then go ahead, make sure these are lined up. Actually, I will put a little bit of glue on here. Okay, just about there. And then that last bottom piece. All right, and there we have our chunky shelf sitter. Super easy to make, super cute, just a really nice piece. If you want to take it a step further and embellish it, I'm going to do that. I have some laser cutouts that I painted white. I got them actually off Amazon. They were cheap. So I have a packet of stars. These were left over from a big American flag I made. It came with these, all these different sizes. So I have these small sizes that I never use, so I'm using that. I ordered these numbers off of Amazon as well. You get a big pack every number, really cheap as well. I'll link all that in the description below. These stars I would like to add to this blue part here just to give it a little bit more. So painted these white and they're nice and dry now. For this, I'm gonna switch over to my 23 gauge pin nailer and actually a super glue with a really small nozzle on it to help me get this lined up here. Don't want too many stars because that's really hard to do, but my plan is I have the 1776 I'm gonna put in the middle here. All right, have it placed how I would like it to get glued down before I actually do that. This glue is really instant, I love it, but once you push down on it, it is going to hold. Can't be too slow. These little numbers are small, so I'm gonna use needle nose to pick them up. It's important that these stay lined up and that nobody is crooked. All right, we are all done. If you're looking for more small, trendy woodworking projects that sell, then you need to be in the Woodcraft Blueprints membership. I will put more information in the description. Thanks for watching.